G'day, good to see you. Welcome to the only holiday show you ever need to tune into. Welcome to the CruiseAway show with Derek and Joe. Are you ready to escape?
Oh, yes is always the answer. Well, good news. Stay with us for this incredible show and we'll show you the high life, the best of cruising and just how amazing shopping for your next getaway with CruiseAway can be.
Here at CruiseAway, we've been sending Australian travellers on amazing cruise holidays for over 25 years. Our award-winning team specialise in bringing you the best deals from all major cruise lines, sailing right across the globe. Whether you're looking to cruise locally or afar, with thousands of unmissable deals available right now, you can be sure we'll find you your perfect cruise holiday. So, if you're ready, let's go cruising.
Absolutely, and not just any cruising in this show as we open up the incredible world of small ship boutique inclusive cruising with AzAmazing as we celebrate the very best of service, inclusion and charm. You will love it.
Oh my word. Wait until you see life on board, and our team has secured the very best exclusive editions to make each one of the journeys memorable. Later in the show, an island elegance escape from Bali back to Oz, which includes a stay in paradise and exclusive cruise perks for next October.
And we have a Southern Shores and Kimberley Elegance cruise coming later on AzAmazing Quest for February next year. But first, let's roll out the red carpet for a very special boutique cruise in November called A Privilege Voyage, fit for royalty. And it's a 23-night holiday. Now, it begins by jetting you from Sydney over to Singapore and checking you in, because you deserve it, to a 5-star hotel to stay in the city for 3 fabulous nights. That's not a bad start to a holiday, is it?
That's going to be special, isn't it? Starting as you mean to go on, giving you time to experience both the iconic sites and less known corners of Singapore. You're going to head to the zoo, Raffles, Marina Bay Gardens. Then we're on the AzAmazing Pursuit, and we're going to start with an overnight on board in Singapore, so that's 4 nights total, and it really comes to life after dark Singapore. So when you're on AzAmazing, it is very much voyaging with the crew, with the few, excuse me, and also enjoying, of course, getting to know the crew. And by the way, there is a much more attentive level of service on AzAmazing than maybe what you're used to on other vessels. If this is your first time experiencing the luxury of AzAmazing, definitely won't be the last, because you will be spoiled by just the sheer level and caliber of how everything is done on board. You know, it just feels like nothing is rushed, it's peaceful, it's calm, there's lots of space for you to just enjoy the ship, and you know, whatever you choose to do of an evening, whether it's watching live music or going to see the show, or you know, both, just enjoying a quiet drink and a chat with maybe some new friends, because the truth is about cruising, particularly on this kind of ship, which is much more attuned to enrichment and getting to know people and just enjoying the finer things in life alongside the voyage, than it is about the all singing, all dancing, you know, big whizzy bang things, as you would say, Derek, that go on and, you know, some of the biggest ships. So this is very much more getting to know your fellow passengers, listening to their stories. You meet some fascinating people when you cruise. You truly do. You might meet lifelong friends from a different part of the globe, which is great. And of course, you know, AzAmazing really does put a nice focus on their international guests with lots of different cuisines on offer. Whether you're up there enjoying the buffet or, you know, just having, you know, the time of your life in one of their many delicious restaurants, this is going to be the experience, honestly, of a lifetime. And it really isn't about rushing. It's about taking your time and planning at your own pace. There's lots already included in your cruise fare, including your drinks, your alcoholic drinks as well as soft drinks, tips and gratuities, self-service laundry, AzAmazing evenings, which we'll get onto in a moment, and port shuttles. So after that overnight on board, we're going to be off cruising on an adventure. First of all, it's Semarang, which is a gateway to Java's rich history and colonial past. And this is the place to visit the Borobudur Temple, one of the most famous temples on earth. It's known as one of the wonders of the world. Then it's Surabaya, Indonesia's second largest city, known for its gold as well. So this is a place to shop for incredible gold and silver, which is handmade, and visit the Sampurna house whilst you're there to see some of the beautiful architecture. Then it's Selokan Bawang, which is up in North Bali. Now, you can visit the Ulundanu Bratun temple, which kind of looks like it's floating on a mountain lake. That's the one there, right there that I've been to. It's beautiful. And the hot springs are fantastic. Then we're down to South Bali, Benoa, and this is a gateway to really the crux of the incredible temples like Uluwatu in the mountains, the paddy fields, rice terraces, and Ubud for its spiritual culture. We're into Darwin next, up in the top end, a tropical city with strong indigenous culture and of course the World War II history to learn about here. You might want to head to the Territory Wildlife Park though, because that is unabashed natural beauty at its finest. Hopping into Cairns, we have an overnight on board because this is where you'll experience the AzAmazing evening. So this is an evening celebrating the indigenous Australian culture, of course set in unique outdoor setting. You'll get traditional storytelling, music, dance and delicious food. Airlie Beach is next, gateway to the Whitsundays, and a great thing to do here would be to book a helicopter tour if you can, just so you get that bird's eye view of the incredible Heart Reef. It will be unforgettable. Before we head into Mooloolaba, which is a lovely relaxed coastal town on the Sunshine Coast up in Queensland, you can explore the Glasshouse Mountains or enjoy a coastal wildlife cruise whilst you're here. The aquarium's great as well. Now we're going to finish the cruise in Sydney with an overnight on board, which is just a wonderful way to cap off your adventure. Just being there on Sydney Harbour, even if you are a local, there's nothing quite like staying on the harbour and seeing the the Opera House lit up at night. So here's an overview for you. Of course, we are flying into Singapore, enjoying a hotel stay there before, to 4 nights total actually, including the night on board the ship, before we head off to Singapore and Semarang, Surabaya, Selokan, Bawang, North Bali, South Bali, of course, Darwin, Cairns, Airlie Beach, Mooloolaba, and then finishing up in Sydney. This is an amazing itinerary.
Yeah, and actually this is a very, very special cruise as well, because what we're enjoying here is a one-of-a-kind sailing in this particular season on this ship, and we have got the ultimate in inclusion for you to enjoy as well, and I'll explain every aspect of that in just a moment. Let me show you the price tag, remember, for this very, very limited opportunity, because of course we're looking at only 700 or so people who have the opportunity to take this sailing, and this trip will be so magical for so many different reasons. 23 nights of sheer indulgence, fun, inclusion, and the journey, of course. So you will fly off to Singapore on the 11th of November. You'll enjoy a 3-night hotel stay there, 5-star hotel in the city, before joining Azamara Pursuit for 20 nights of the most incredible inclusive cruising. With those fewer passengers as well making the journey with you, you will have longer import, destination celebrations, amazing enrichment and exclusive perks by booking this here at CruiseAway. Already their additional perks are brilliant as standard, but for this package you'll have the full unlimited beverage package, unlimited Wi-Fi plus, you will have spa credit, exclusive dining experiences, along with cocktail receptions and more as you cruise for over 20 nights across Indonesia and around our own shores back to Sydney. It is amazing, and we'll go to the details so you can have a rundown of everything that's included, and I'll go into a little bit more detail as well, because honestly, Azamara inclusions are brilliant as a standard cruise. Honestly, it is amazing. But the exclusive inclusions on this privilege cruise are really off the chart. You'll also have a chef's table curated dinner included there, or the choice of a new experience they have called a 3-table tour for 2 dining experience, where you do each course in a different restaurant as well, which is really fantastic. You'll also have spa credit to enjoy, and things like laundry included. It is just a deposit to book this today as well, and this is that needle in a haystack, by the way, to make what is already an incredible experience with Azamara even more incredible. So call us right now on 1300 407 687 to book your place on that wonderful, I tell you what, I would love to be on board for that one. I mean, having been on board AzAmazing myself as well, honestly, they're amazing. You want for nothing, there is plenty of room, and up to 80% of your cruise, you're actually in port. So you're not rushing. You're not rushing back to the ship. You've got plenty of time to explore and see everything. Now listen, if you want to take any cruise with AzAmazing or any of the major cruise lines, make sure you call us here at CruiseAway for the best prices in the business. 1300 407 687. But while we're with AzAmazing, let's take those exclusive inclusions that we had from our first offer and take them to our second with AzAmazing Pursuit. And we're heading to Island Elegance for a 19-night luxury Dream Away package next October. So we will fly you to Bali first from Sydney, and you'll have 5 nights of 5-star luxury on the island to enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful.
They call it the Island of the Gods for a reason, and there is nowhere quite like Bali. And if you've visited before, you'll know. So it's a popular haunt for Australians, but it's lovely to start a cruise there and have that 5 nights to enjoy everything from massages on the beach to incredible temples to fantastic trips to the Gili Islands. Then it's on board the AzAmazing Pursuit for 14 nights with your drinks included, your tips and gratuities, your self-service laundry, your AzAmazing evenings, plus those inclusive additions, and these are completely exclusive for you as well for booking with us that Derek mentioned before. So there's loads of value packed into this itinerary for you. Port shuttles as well. Very little to think about once you get on board. It feels so special being, you know, on an AzAmazing voyage. Not just the space, just to roam and enjoy and just take in the ocean breeze, but also how well curated everything is from all of the menus. And again, they often always pair them with the different ports of call that you are going to be visiting, and like to kind of plan the menus and the wines thematically too. But you know, it's just talking to people too around the ship. It's getting to know people and their story. And also you'll find that the crew and staff members on board have got fascinating stories. You'll find, you know, that you meet people from 50 different countries, 60 different countries working on board. That's one thing I absolutely love about cruising as well. And you know, while you're doing it in style in the AzAmazing way. On board the ship, it is not just about, you know, enjoying the day-to-day, but of course there's lots packed into your activity schedule. And they do a full schedule for you every single day with everything listed and mentioned, from sunrise and sunset through to arrival and departure times, through to the cocktail of the day, and all of the different activities that they have in the theatre, around the ship. You know, if you're looking for a certain group meets, maybe mahjong or bridge, you can find out where they're going to meet, or certain card games, other card games that you like to play. So I love that, because there's always there's always a different place where you can meet up with something that piques your interest. Maybe you want to learn to do some of the the lovely dishes that the executive chef cooks, and they do classes on that as well. So we're heading on this marvelous adventure out of Bali, and first up we're going to be heading into the port of Darwin for a lovely relaxing day, no doubt. You know, rich in, of course, Australia's culture and heritage, and you can journey into Kakadu National Park on an excursion, home to ancient rock art, in fact. Then we're into Cooktown, which is a remote frontier town where, of course, Captain Cook once repaired his ship, as many of us know the story. Visit the Grassy Hill Lookout there and learn about the heritage and early exploration of this part of the world. Then it's Cairns, and this is where you can snorkel the Great Barrier Reef. Now, in this port, you're going to be enjoying the AzAmazing evening as well. Celebrating Australian culture and heritage in a unique outdoor setting, enjoying delicious food. Then it's Townsville. This is where reef really meets the outback, and outback landscapes as well. You can ferry to Magnetic Island to spot wild koalas whilst you're there and enjoy the secluded bays, or head on out to the Barrier Reef for snorkeling. We're into Ali Beach next, talking of the Barrier Reef. Of course, you can snorkel, you can kayak, you can dive if you have your certificate here, or just enjoy from afar. And maybe you'll do a float plane experience above the reef. Incredible. Mooloolaba is up next, and this is a really unique little port on the Sunshine Coast. You can head to Australia Zoo, or maybe take part in some whale watching. which is the best time of year for it too, with a seasoned guide. We're heading into Brisbane next, which of course is a vibrant riverside city with that incredible tropical Queensland weather. Maybe this is your home port. It's quite a novelty to visit on a ship, isn't it? You can explore South Bank or even head to the Gold Coast for the day. Then we're cruising into Sydney, where you'll simply just stroll off the ship. A lovely one this, because it ends back at home but starts in Bali with that 5-day hotel stay. Then we're off on the AzAmazing pursuit to Darwin, Cooktown, Cairns, Townsville, Airlie Beach, Mooloolaba, Brisbane, and then disembarking in Sydney. What an adventure.
Yeah, it is, honestly. And it really is the best of everything. If you've cruised with AzAmazing before, you'll know how amazing they are. And this has kind of amplified that experience. If it could be amplified anymore, it absolutely is. And again, on this offer, a deposit will secure our exclusive package here at CruiseAway. So let's get the price of that straight on your screen. If you like the best of everything, honestly, this is it. Because it is 5-star beyond, all the way through. It's kind of beyond 5-star, to be honest with you, when you're on board with AzAmazing. And I'll be honest with you, we don't know how long we'll be able to offer all of the extra inclusions on this trip for this price. So I would secure it today, and you'll be flying from Sydney to Bali to enjoy a 5-night, 5-star stay there. How relaxing, before joining AzAmazing Pursuit for 2 incredible weeks of included cruising, which is so inclusive as well, around our own shores to Sydney. And by booking with us here at CruiseAway, as well as all the wonderful service and dining, enrichment, events and more, we have secured you unlimited plus Wi-Fi, a premium drinks offering as well. Drinks are included anyway, but now you get a premium drinks offering on this particular offer. A spa credit, which you can use across the cruise. Lovely exclusive cocktail receptions, as well as enhanced and included dining experiences as well, that go far beyond what the cruise normally offers, which is absolutely impeccable. This is sheer magic, and here are all the details for this getaway for you. For instance, you are getting, and it's a lovely experience actually, you're getting a chef's table experience included on this cruise, which is really, really lovely. Paired up with bubbles. It's a really nicely curated menu, as are every single one of the menus as well. But the chef's table experience is just that little bit more exclusive. Or they do this wonderful you've got the choice of a new dining experience where you actually enjoy a different course in a different restaurant. So 3 different courses, 3 different restaurants around the ship, which is very, very nice indeed, and very novel and different. But you'll love all the guest speakers and the experts, the entertainers on board, and just the team, because the team on board make this a very, very special cruise anyway. Remember, with up to 4/5 of your cruise actually in ports. And because there are less than 700 of you on board, you're not waiting. Hang on, Group W, it's your turn now. No, you don't have any of that. You're literally straight off the ship, straight back on the ship, plenty more time in port. It's amazing. So call us now on 1300 407 687. Honestly, it's a completely different world with AzAmazing. It's wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And it's a world you definitely want to experience. That's the thing. Now, AzAmazing cruises the world, and all of their magical adventures are available to book here at CruiseAway. Now, one more exclusively priced cruise and stay for 23 nights. And it starts in Sydney on the 22nd of February next year. Now, this time on board the AzAmazing Quest for nearly 3 weeks of boutique cruise as we explore our own southern shores to a stay in Singapore. Oh, this is going to be absolutely epic, this one. And we are heading on board the AzAmazing Quest, which is just wonderful. You are going to start with an overnight on board, which is a brilliant way to start in Sydney Harbour, of all places in the world. It doesn't matter if you are, from Sydney Harbour or just around the corner or just, an hour away and you've been there. It's still really special, actually, being in a ship on board the harbour.
Well, all the tourist eyes are kind of, because there are cruise ships in and out all the time, aren't they? But all the tourist eyes are kind of, what's going on there? And because, of course, this isn't one of the big, 6,000 or 7,000 passenger capacity ships, it really draws attention. It's like, oh, whose private yacht's in today. Do you know what I mean?
I know. It really has that private yacht feel, I just want to say. Now, AzAmara Quest is the first to enjoy the fleet-wide AzAmara Forward Enhancement Programme as well, which is going to be completed in November this year. Now, all staterooms are enhanced with updated finishes, so improved lighting and design details. All of this wonderful, addition will be on offer, and Sanctum Spa will be enhanced as well as the Cabaret Lounge, which will be reimagined. The Discovery's restaurant will be completely redesigned with contemporary decor, and Atlas Bar also comes to Discovery's restaurant. Chef's table experience. This is going to offer you an intimate culinary journey. It's a very special space, this one, as Derek was mentioning before. It's just incredible. This whole experience is magical. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. You just feel so well attended to, looked after. But it's not over the top on AzAmara. It's just the right pace and pitch of service for your whole cruise, for your whole voyage.
It's actually very casual. It's very, it's a very casual affair. People are just enjoying the very best of everything. It is wonderful. So overnight in Sydney Harbour is the first port of call. You're already there.
Oh, you absolutely are. And of course, you can just sit out on deck with a glass in hand and look at the world famous lights of the Opera House, the Harbour Bridge, and all of the little boats passing by. Then we're into Kangaroo Island, which is one of Australia's most pristine wildlife sanctuaries. You can walk along the wild, and just be among the wild sea lions at Sea Bay, and that's just a special experience in its own right. The rock formations are beautiful there. Then we're into Adelaide, which of course is home to some of our best wine regions, such as Jacobs Creek in Barossa Valley. You might want to take a little tour and enjoy several different wineries out there. Then it's Port Lincoln. Now, this is known as Aussia's seafood capital, in case you didn't know, among a dramatic coastline. It looks really rugged and beautiful. And Coffin Bay, of course, again, an iconic place to visit and see the rock formations there as well. Then it's Albany. This is a striking coastal landscape as well that we know, and the beautiful thing about our land is how different the landscape is from one place to the next. And you definitely head to the whaling station to learn all about that, which is fascinating. Margaret River is next, and this is where you can not only head to some gorgeous wineries, but maybe Niggly Cave, which is, as you see right there, is unbelievable. Seeing those stalagmites and stalactites, very cool. We enjoy an AzAmazing evening there, by the way. Then it's into Fremantle, and this is where you can head and see, of course, the famous prison, Perth Zoo, and the Swan Valley wineries, and all of these are, top of the list for visiting in this region. Off into Benwa next, and this is the port for South Bali, where you can see the temples and rice terraces, or maybe head over to the Gili Islands for the day. Very easy to reach from Seminyak, which is the beautiful beachside capital of this area. We're into North Bali next, Selukan Bawang. This is great proximity for visiting the Mount Agung, the volcano, or you might want to head to Pura Ulun Danu, which is the hot springs. That's a beautiful temple right there. We're going to cruise into Singapore, disembark, and we're going to have a 2-night hotel stay in Singapore, where you can enjoy its gorgeous futuristic skylines, the vibrant cultural districts, enjoy some incredible cuisine, maybe you head to the traditional markets too, where you can pick up loads of fantastic keepsakes along the way, or for some luxury shopping, it's Orchard Road. Now, you might want to also head to Raffles Hotel. You're going to have the iconic Singapore sling for sure. It's world famous. This is a wonderful, wonderful adventure. And you're, of course, starting off in Sydney, heading to, some great ports in Oz, Kangaroo Island, Adelaide, Port Lincoln. Then you're going to be enjoying along the way an AzAmazing evening when you're down in Perth. And this is an exclusive and special event that AzAmara puts on for you, with lovely dining and traditional entertainment. Off to Bali then before we head into Singapore, and of course disembark after a hotel stay. You head home to Australia.
Yes, you'll be staying 5-star in Singapore as well, if you don't mind. Is that all right? Yeah, well, why not? It's a nice way to round off what is a wonderful experience. And a longer cruise is always a better cruise, I think, especially when AzAmara cruising is so personal and so bespoke because you're cruising with much fewer people. It really is so special. I will warn you though, once you've done one Azamara cruise, you'll be back to do it again and again and again. They are so warmly rated. People go back year after year after year. Let's show you your price tag for this wonderful experience, and I do mean experience. You know, a lot of the time we're talking about a cruise, which is great, they're all a lovely experience, but Azamara cruising, there's something about it, there's something gold plated about it, yet it's casual and comfortable. It's just wonderful. It just feels like all of the attention is lavished on you, which is great. And you can grab our exclusively negotiated rate for this cruise with a deposit today. Just call the team toll free. That's 20 nights of boutique cruising from Sydney, spending longer on board. Select drinks package included, port shuttles included, amazing celebrations, and the lovely enrichment, fine dining, and the lion's share of your cruise you are actually going to be spending in those places you're going to, enjoying our own southern coasts and Kimberley, heading out to Bali, and then when the cruise ends in Singapore, we're checking you into a 5-star hotel for 2 nights before you fly back. All of that can be grabbed today with a deposit with our team here at CruiseAway. Here's everything that's included, and indeed your chance to upgrade further if you want to as well. Now listen, if you've got any questions about Azamara cruising, maybe you haven't done it before, there are certain things that you want to know, not a problem. Again, just call the team. You've always got that toll-free number on your screen, and you can call us about any aspect of cruise holidays with any cruise line, of course, for any time, which I think is great as well. 1300 407 687 is the number to call, but there is so much included in all of these offers, I have to say, in this show. And if you do want to see this show again, we have a YouTube channel with all of the shows there, so you can see our latest selections of offering. You get some great new ideas out of that as well. And Azamara really do cruise around the world. I mean, so many different options that there are for cruising. And listen, we've shown you just 3. There are thousands more that you can look at right here.
When you log on to cruiseaway.com.au, you're opening up the virtual brochure on over 9,000 cruise holidays. If you've seen a cruise on TV, just search the cruise ID here to find out more details, upgrade options, and to book online. If you're looking for inspiration, you can search by destination, departure port, cruise line, cruise ship, or cruise style. Plus, we've got an incredible selection of last-minute deals, all-inclusive cruises, and early bird specials you can't afford to miss. Log on now to cruiseaway.com.au. Your next dream holiday is only a click away.
Yeah, and you'll be lost for hours, by the way, you know, going through all of the different parts of the world. You'll be planning all of your trips like for the next 2 years. But the good thing is you can do that with deposits today. I always think deposits are magic because you can say yes to a late deal right now, and you can also say yes to something with a low deposit that's 2.5 years away.
Oh, it's a brilliant way of locking in and securing these prices, because we don't have a crystal ball. We don't know what's around the corner, but we can tell you that these are unbeatable deals, and you've got to call now, 1300 407 687.
Yes, indeed. And come back and see us again soon as we cruise away some more.